I came home from college, and my mom gave my room to a stranger. I came home after graduation expecting my old room, my old bed, my old sense of place. 4 years away was supposed to end with familiarity. Instead, my key didn't work. My mom opened the door like nothing was wrong, smiling, calm, relieved. She hugged me and said I'd gotten thinner. Then she gestured down the hallway and said we needed to talk. My bedroom door was closed. That should have been the first warning. She told me she'd met someone while I was gone. Not a boyfriend, not a friend, a woman. She said the woman had no family, no support system, no one who cared if she disappeared. She said it like it explained everything. When she opened my bedroom door, my stomach dropped. My posters were gone. My desk was gone. My bed wasn't even in the same place. There were new sheets, new clothes in the closet, photos on the nightstand that weren't mine. The woman was sitting on my bed. She stood up when she saw me, smiled like she was trying not to offend me, like she already knew I was the problem. My mom explained she thought it would be temporary, that I was so independent now, that this woman needed stability more than I did. I asked where I was supposed to sleep. She said the couch, just for a bit. That night, I lay there listening to footsteps in the hallway, doors opening, doors closing, whispers that stopped when I shifted. In the morning, my mom asked if I'd consider staying longer, said it might be good for all of us, said the woman was finally starting to feel safe. That's when I noticed something on the fridge, a chore list. My name wasn't on it. Hers was. And next to it, written in my mom's handwriting, was the word daughter. I didn't say anything about the chore list that morning. I stared at it long enough for the message to sink in, then grabbed my phone and left the kitchen. I told myself I was overreacting, that my mom was just trying to help someone, that it was temporary. That lie lasted exactly one day. By the second night, the couch wasn't just where I slept. It was where I existed. My boxes stayed unopened by the door. My clothes stayed folded in suitcases like I was a guest who overstayed. Every time I stood up, I felt like I was in the way. The woman, her name was Mara, was polite. Too polite. She thanked my mom for everything, complimented the house, asked me questions that sounded caring but landed like inspections. What I was doing next. How long I planned to stay. If I'd found a job yet. She never asked where I was sleeping. My mom kept reassuring me it was just until Mara got back on her feet. But the way she said it sounded practiced, like she'd already said it enough times to believe it herself. By week 2, my mom stopped knocking before entering the room that used to be mine. She'd bring Mara tea, sit on the edge of the bed, talk in hushed voices like I wasn't supposed to hear. They laughed in there. That hurt more than anything. One afternoon, I finally asked my mom when I'd be getting my room back. She didn't answer right away. She kept wiping the counter even after it was clean. Then she said something that rearranged everything. She said Mara needed consistency, that after losing her family, sudden changes could be destabilizing, that I was strong enough to adapt. Strong enough. That phrase became the knife she didn't realize she was holding. I asked her if she thought I didn't need her anymore. She sighed. Not angrily, tiredly. She said I had friends, an education, a future. She said Mara had nothing. And in that moment, I understood the hierarchy. Need mattered more than history. Fragility mattered more than love. I stopped pushing after that. Not because I agreed, because I saw the futility. I started staying out late, applied for jobs nonstop, saved every dollar like it was a countdown. The house adjusted to my absence easily. Meals stopped being made with me in mind. Plans stopped being shared. Mara started referring to the house as home without hesitation. The final confirmation came quietly. I came back one evening to find my childhood desk sitting in the garage. Dusty, scratched, a box labeled donate taped to the top. I didn't ask. I didn't need to. That night, I wrote my mom a message instead of confronting her in person. I told her I understood why she helped Mara. I told her I wasn't angry. Then I asked her one question. If I left, would she even notice the difference? She didn't respond until morning. She said of course she would. She said I was being dramatic. She said I was always welcome. But she never said she wanted me there. So I made the decision she couldn't. I found a tiny apartment. Too expensive. Too small. But it had a door that was mine. The day I moved out, my mom hugged me longer than usual. Mara watched from the hallway. My mom said she was proud of me, said I was doing the right thing. She didn't ask me to stay. Months passed. Life stabilized slowly. Not easily, but honestly. I stopped feeling like I was competing for space, stopped explaining myself, stopped shrinking. I visited less and less. The house felt different when I did, more curated, less forgiving. Mara was settled in, confident, comfortable. My mom looked older. One afternoon, she called me crying. Mara had decided to leave. She'd met someone, found a new opportunity, was moving across the country, just like that. My mom said the house felt empty, that she didn't understand how it happened so fast. I listened quietly. She asked if I wanted my room back. I told her no, not angrily, not bitterly, just no. I told her that room wasn't mine anymore, and neither was the version of her who protected my place. There was a long silence on the phone. She finally said she hadn't realized she was choosing. I told her she did. She didn't argue. We're rebuilding now, slowly, carefully, with boundaries instead of assumptions. I still love my mom, but I don't confuse love with access anymore. Coming home from college didn't teach me adulthood. Losing my room did. Because the hardest lesson wasn't that my mom let someone else move in. It was realizing that sometimes the person who tells you you'll always have a place is the first one to give it away.